What up, Sickle Cell Warriors? Is Dr.O, and the grind never stops. And today I have a friend on who is here to talk about his story with Sickle Cell. He has a lot of, he's a youth who is a self proclaimed DJ, and he's here to share his story of Sickle Cell. So, introduce yourself to
What's
the
up?
to the world, man. What's your name and what you do for a living?
Okay. What's up, y'all? My name DJ Babyface. Real name is Solid D, but everybody usually call me Sal. Um, I'm a DJ. I'm a DJ in Tampa, Florida. Also in Atlanta and Philly and Delaware as well. I have sickle cell anemia. I was born with it. Had the full on trait
Okay.
and everything. I'm 26 years old.
All right, man.
Uh,
Cool, man. So yeah, you're a DJ, man. And that's awesome, man. I love music too. I wish I play. I wish I could be a DJ like you, man. I actually moved from Philadelphia to Atlanta. So to meet another person who's been in both Philly and Atlanta, that's dope. So you
yeah.
play a lot of music, man, right, for a living. And something that I'm glad I'm able to talk to you a lot about is I want to talk to you about your relationship with music and sickle cell. How has music helped you with your sickle cell? Because I'm sure it has, being a DJ and you do it for a living, right?
Yes. Shit. Ever since I got into it, it been like I have actually have like less sickle cell crisis, which is actually kind of
Wow.
y'all know about it with the sickle cell warriors being that fatigue. Other than that, it's everything else is just real easy and simple.
Yeah. I hear you, boss. So, I'm just curious. What made you want to be a DJ? Did you feel like the more music you played, the more you felt like your sickle cell was better too? Just curious. Why did you choose to be a DJ?
I was always into music. Um, like I just have like a deep history with music.
Mm.
My uncle in prison. He was the drummer of Earth, Wind, and Fire all the way up until they got famous and
Oh
everything.
wow.
And so like I just always love like listen to music and just like playing instruments. I
Mm-hmm.
always loved playing the drums. I
Mm-hmm.
started playing the drums when I used to go to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Okay.
I used to have they used to have a music therapist come and see me while I was in there, and I used to go to the band room and like she used to teach me how to play drums and like the keyboard and the piano and everything,
Yeah.
and like um, every day like my goal was to at least walk to the hospital. So
Mm-hmm.
I would try to like get out of bed. My first goal was at least to like make it to the at least make it to the door. If I can make it to the door, I'll walk back to my bed, and I
Yeah.
might try again in like a couple hours. Probably when the medicine kicks back in,
I got you,
I'll
boss.
probably
Yeah.
I'll walk to the door, and then I'll open up the door and then go a little bit down the hallway and then like come back and then like lay down and then try again the next day,
Mm-hmm.
and then eventually one step at a time, I eventually get to like the team room, and then once I get to the team room, I start playing the drums, and
Wow.
I'll stay in the team room for probably like
Yeah.
2 3 hours straight, just learning how to play the drums. I'll be watching YouTube videos,
Wow. Wow.
everything.
Yeah. So you got a natural passion for it, man. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I
And
just had a real natural passion for it.
yeah, and what I love to hear, man, is because I talk about this on my channel, but honestly, I don't talk about it a lot. But if you know me, like, and I'm sure we both love music, man. And I didn't even know this before I started studying sickle cell, but there's actually a relationship between listening to a lot of music to distress yourself and sickle cell that actually helps you cope with crises. I don't understand it that much, but just like you, the more I listen to music, the better I
Yeah,
feel. I don't know why that's the case, but it helps. Do you feel like, do you know why? Do you feel like you understand why like music helps with sickle cell? What do you think?
I guess it because it puts me in that. that zen state of mind,
Mm-hmm.
and then it also makes me forget my reality,
Mm.
and it makes me like change it. That's the reason
Mm.
why. So
Mm.
I think that's probably a good reason. Another reason why is because sometimes when you hear like your favorite song, or if you hear a certain type of beat,
Mm-hmm.
and you can start feeling your heart racing, and like sometimes you can't help it, but you
Mm-hmm.
might tap your feet,
Yes,
you
sir.
might
Mm-hmm.
like bounce your head a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and everything. I guess it's like the adrenaline rush, like the blood
Mm-hmm.
flowing. And
Mm-hmm.
us having sickle cell, our bloodstreams like clogs up, our bloodline clogs
Yes.
up sometimes
Yes.
with the cells.
Yeah.
So like I think the adrenaline rush helps it move move better, if that makes
Yeah. Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Through the
Yeah.
blood.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it, man. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not really an expert in regards to this topic, but if I had to guess, I think it just makes you feel better, and it does a lot to decrease your stress, you know. So I feel like
Yeah.
that's why, you know, it helps. Another thing I wanted to know about you, my guy, is in regards to like your hospitalizations and sickle cell, like how often do you find yourself going to the hospital, or if any, do you, how is that, you know, with your health and everything?
When I was younger, I was in the hospital like crazy. I spent a lot of my childhood in the hospital.
Mm.
Um, when I was younger, I used to spend like a good month in the hospital, a month and a half
Mm.
sometimes. So like now, as I got older, it got better, but the pain has got worse. Me
Wow.
staying in the hospital has like got better, but the pain did get a little worse as I got
Wow.
older. But I haven't had a sickle cell crisis. My last sickle cell crisis, it has been a good, I want to say a good 3 years, 3 or 4 years now
Hey,
since I
nice, man.
had
That's
a legit sickle
awesome.
cell
Oh
crisis.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
dope, bro. That's dope, man.
yeah,
Clap for you, man. That's awesome, bro. Most of the time, I hear people say it's like a couple of weeks or a couple of months, but for you to hear a couple of years, man, like you're good, man. That's awesome, man.
yeah,
That's really good, man. I'm happy to hear that and to see that you're in good health and good spirit. Look, I don't know. I'm not gonna act like I have all the answers with sickle cell. But look, this guy listens to music a lot. I listen to music a lot, and we both seem to be a
yeah.
good health, you know. But not to downplay like the seriousness of sickle cell, but I really do think there's something about music that helps a lot. Another thing I wanted to ask you, man, is you know, being a sickle cell warrior. We're about the same age. I'm 28. You're 26. What would you
Yes.
say is the hardest thing about having sickle cell?
Um, be be able to be like in activities, being able to be involved, and then
Yes.
also like feeling alone. I had
Mm.
a hard time like growing up, and still to this day, I still feel alone.
Mm-hmm.
But when I meet people like us,
Yes.
I forget, like I be forgetting, like okay, yeah, it's people like me out there.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, man. I
So
feel that.
like it like growing up, it was tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was really tough because I wanted to like obviously do like all the activities as other kids and do
Yes.
everything like every other kid, but like my sickle cell held me back for a lot of things.
Yeah, 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 man. No, I feel you, man. They say that people with sickle cell are 4 times more likely to be depressed than the average person. So I completely understand that. And when I was younger too, man, I didn't meet anyone with sickle cell until my like early 20s, man. And I think one of the reasons why we're like this is because like unfortunately we kind of there's like a stigma of sickle cell, and like I don't know about you, but like we kind of stigmatize it, and we don't want to share it out publicly or like let other people know. And
Yeah,
you know, I try to make my channel so I can make other people feel more comfortable sharing their story and not letting other people be like, yo, like I'm not the only one, bro, because I know how hard it could be, man. So, hats off to you, because like when I was like you, when I was younger, I used to constantly go through the pain, and I had good family support and everything, and I'm thankful. But I couldn't really talk to anybody about it like I really wanted to. I had no one who could validate my feelings or anything. So I was just it was sad, man. It was very sad. It was very depressing, and you're constantly thinking like, God, why me? Like, why am I? Why did I have this? And like, it's just not good for your mental health to not be able to talk to people about this. So, I like to create my channel and do these interviews to give people a space to talk about what you're going through. So that's good, man. So, you seem to be in good health with your sickle cell. Other than listening to music, what are some things you do for your health?
Um, to be honest, that's really all I do.
Oh,
Actually, I try to eat as healthy as possible,
okay.
real healthy as possible. I try to stay away from like the fast food, being so I be on the road a lot.
Yeah, I feel
Uh,
you.
I try to stay away from like a lot of fast food. But I do eat a lot of like berries and vegetables and all that good stuff. Um, Definitely stay hydrated.
Yeah.
That water is like my best friend.
Yep. Yep. Dude, look,
I
look,
like.
look, look. I got water right here. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just finished. I just finished a bottle of water just before I got into the car and
Yep.
everything.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yeah.
like I got like I gotta say like when I go grocery shopping, I spend like damn near almost like $50 to $100 alone on just water.
Yeah, yep. Trust me, I'm the same way. I go to the grocery store and I get like 3 packs of like 24 cases of water bottle, put it in my thing
Yes.
and make like I don't care. Sometimes if I can get more, I would. Like that's like my lifeline. So yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good to hear you staying hydrated and drinking water. I'm just curious. Do you take any medications or nah?
Yes, I take hydroxyurea, folic acid, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So same like me, man. Yeah, that's good to know. Yeah, me too. I do the same thing too, man. Yeah, man. It's good to see that you're in high spirits, man. So in regards to sickle cell and all like, and I know you're pretty active in the sickle cell community, and I know you're pretty passionate about helping people with sickle cell. What are some things you do to uplift the community, to serve the community, and make sure that people like us are in a better place?
I I I recently just started like being more opening with it.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I've been telling like a lot of my friends about it, and then like my friends that's having kids and stuff. I be telling them I was like, you should probably get yourself tested
Mm.
and everything. Make sure like both parents don't have the traits or nothing like that, or see if the traits are at least in your family.
Yeah.
Like one of your family members might have the traits or something like that.
Yeah.
And then uh, lately I've been trying to reach out to some of the like I just moved down here to Florida, so like I
Okay.
don't know no like uh, any children's hospitals like that for
Yeah.
like sickle cell children. So I've been trying to look for some to reach out
Gotcha.
and start doing like parties and try to get like like celebrities to come through and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And
Community events.
yeah, community events and start raising more awareness about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
When
What?
I used to live in Atlanta, they used to have like something going on like every other month for the
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I used to miss that growing up. Like
Uh.
I met so many famous people. I met like T-Boz.
Hey.
I met
She has
Justin
sickle cell,
Bieber.
right?
Yeah, through the Sickle Cell
Yep.
Foundation.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I met like man, I met like a lot of wonderful people, a lot of cool people, and everything.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, man. I love to hear that, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm in Atlanta too. I just moved here. I have to start finding all those places because I would like to meet famous people with sickle cell. That's dope, man. Uh,
Yes,
so
yes.
where did you get the courage to share your story? Because I asked that question because for me that wasn't something easy to do. It took a lot of strength and vulnerability to start speaking up about it. How did you get that courage, and why do you feel it's so important to share your story?
Um, it just one day I was just like, you know what? My friend, he was like, he kept asking me, he was like, man, why you always like, acting like when we out in public? I be noticing sometimes you might dip off in the like corner or like
Mm.
go somewhere, and he was like, why you always doing that and everything? I was like,
Mm.
I sat down with him. I was like, I'm gonna be real with you. We about to have like a real heart to heart conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't tell people this. Like, in order for me to tell you this, you have to be around me for some like years.
Yeah.
And
No, I feel you.
he was like, what's up? And I was like, man, I have like sickle cell. And
Okay.
he was like, what's that? And he was like, I was like, it's like a life threatening disease, man. Like
Mm.
a lot of people don't really know about it, which is sad, and and like people need to be more aware about it. And I broke it down
Yes,
to
sir.
him, and he couldn't still like comprehend it or anything. And I was like, you just gonna have to like do your research on it. But I said it's like the second, it's like the cousin to cancer,
Mm.
man. So
Okay.
like
Yeah.
I said, I hope you never experienced me having a sickle cell crisis
Yeah.
because it's some real traumatizing shit. Because you're not
Yes.
gonna be able. I don't mean to cuss like that, but I was like, you're gonna be able to like
No,
you're
for
not gonna be
real.
able to know what to do.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I need to make some videos on that, because I don't touch on it. But you said it. Sickle cell is very traumatizing, and I think like oftentimes with people with sickle cell, like me and you, like we go through a lot of it in sickle, like when we were young, but we don't
Hmm.
ever give us the opportunity to kind of recover from that trauma, understand how it affected us today, because a lot, because stuff like that starts to affect our the way we behave as adults. Like I'm not
Yeah.
like I'm gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm like you too. If I'm at a party or somewhere, I kind of want to be in the corner sometimes, or I want to chill. Like I don't want to feel like I'm like if there's too many people, if I don't feel like I'm drained with energy, like I just want to go in the corner and be kind of by myself too, man. Like sometimes if the energy feels too much, and I would think that some parts of that has to do with sickle cell to an extent.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
because we're so used to being like closed in, and
yeah,
then we finally got the chance to have like that freedom to express ourselves and like let loose and
yeah,
like do shit that we never get to do. And then
yeah,
as soon as we get that moment, we don't even know what to do because
yeah,
everybody's so used to doing it. We like it's still new to us. Like to
yes,
this day, I still like my my friend. He be looking at me crazy. I was like, bro, you gotta remember, I'm still trying to get used to some of this stuff. So
yes.
like I've been hanging out with like like a lot of people before I even got into this like DJ and stuff. I was actually hanging out with like a lot of famous people. Like I had like my friends. They was upcoming rappers and everything.
Okay,
And so like they used to hang out with like bunch of rappers. Like I can't think of them right now on the top
okay,
of my head. But like we used to hang out with them, and even back then they used to still question me, and I still haven't even they don't even know about it, and we've been friends since like high school. I still haven't told them like I have sickle cell.
yeah, yeah. Dude, I don't blame you, man. I mean, I haven't told. I think I finally grew the courage to tell people about my sickle cell when I was 25, man. And I
Yeah.
think one of the reasons why I did that is because I think with any form of trauma or anything that you're going through, like I think it's important to talk about it and not just leave it in your head, man. Because like for me, like, and I'm sure you're like this, like I had so many negative thoughts about sickle cell. I'm constantly being
Yeah.
like, yo, like I don't like how sickle cell makes me look. God, why me? Like this pain sucks. Nobody understands me, and like having all those thoughts in your head, I don't think is good for you, man. So like to have conversations like these where we're kind of
Yeah.
normalizing sickle cell and we're putting it in a positive light, I think it's very important, man. Like to kind of change our perception of it or make us have a better attitude towards it, man. So, man, I love to hear that you're sharing your story and like I think it's very important that you continue to do so, man. But I think I understand the struggle because um I understand the struggle because when I go to talk to people about sickle cell, there's certain people I'm like, I don't think they're gonna get it. Like, oh, I don't know if they're gonna
Yeah.
get it, you know? And and that's kind of the tough part. I'm fortunate to have a family who's very loving and very supportive, who
Me
does get
too.
it, you know. But I feel bad for some people who don't even have that support system, or people don't even want to hear that. It just kind of seems like you're burdening them, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel you, boss. So I mean, another question that I was curious to hear about is, how do you cope with sickle cell and moving to different places? Like, and because I know you said you went from Philly to Atlanta to Florida, right? How does that like
Yeah.
affect your sickle cell, or does it affect your sickle cell, or do you notice any changes when you move to different locations?
Yeah, it does. It does affect my physical self for a little bit. It might be like um, breathing wise, like I might breathe different for like a couple of months while I'm living down here, like living in a different state,
Oh, okay.
or my allergies during the allergy seasons might be like very like difficult.
Hmm.
It won't be too bad where I have to be house, but other than that, it's really not that bad. It's really not that noticeable unless like
Gotcha.
I go from somewhere that's really hot to like somewhere cold. Like if I move to if I move from out west to like up north, then yeah, I might experience a sickle cell crisis because
Yeah,
that's
yep,
a
you're screwed.
drastic change.
I feel you, bro. That's why. So for me, bro, That's why I understand. Like I've noticed with your journey, you moved from Philly
Yeah,
to Atlanta to Florida, and it just keeps getting warmer and warmer and warmer. And for me, I moved from Boston to Philadelphia to Atlanta. It just keeps going. I'm going. I'm not. I don't want to go anywhere more up north. I don't want to have to do anywhere with the cold or anything. So like I understand. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you get to
where
experience the heat and not let the cold
and
get to you.
it was crazy because I'm sorry to cut you off. What you were
No, it's
saying?
cool. It's cool. No, it's cool. Yeah.
It's crazy because like when I used to live like in Atlanta, getting all the four seasons and everything, it took me a while to get used to it. But once I got used to it, I actually moved to Atlanta when I was 8.
Okay.
So like when I finally got used to like all the four seasons and everything, I was like, damn, I actually kind of like it. And then
Mm.
I remember one winter I went up to Philly to go stay with my grandparents and my dad, and I was visiting my dad. He lived in Delaware, and I was visiting my dad in Delaware, and it was snowing, and I actually ended up getting a sickle cell crisis. I
Oh
actually ended
man.
up having a sickle cell crisis.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. And
But
yeah.
I think it's because I went from the day that I left Georgia. It was like I want to say like it was up in the 80s. It was between no less than 75, and the highest probably was like 85. And time I got to like Philly, it was like 60. It
Yeah.
was like it was below 60. It was
Yup.
like damn near
Mm-hmm.
40
Yup.
something.
I know,
Actually, I
and
remember it was
trust
actually
me,
like
bro.
40
I know
something.
exactly what you mean, man. And yeah, I don't. There's something about the cold that like is like our kryptonite. Like whenever we're around the cold, it just
Yeah,
makes us like worse, you know. And then there's something called seasonal depression. And I know a lot of sickle cell warriors during the cold. That's when we start to feel depressed, or our mood isn't 100%. So yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, now you said that, I've noticed that. I be noticing that.
Yeah.
Like during the winter time, I would get like real depressed.
Yeah, yeah, it's a thing,
Like
man.
I would,
It's a thing,
yeah.
and a lot of people are not even aware of it to an extent. That's why I made a video about it to help people learn about it. I wouldn't say during the winter time I get depressed, but I'm definitely not like 100% like in my best mood, especially if it's cold. Like you know what I'm saying. So yeah, my mood isn't all the way best. But I've met a lot of people with sickle cell who during the cold during the winter they feel cold and whatnot, man. So yeah, man. So I mean, I'm glad that you're able to share your story, man. Do you have I got two more questions for you, boss. Do you have
Yeah.
any inspiring words for people with sickle cell? Any words of encouragement for those who are suffering? Because I know there's a lot of people who watch my channel who have sickle cell, and I'm including you, and there are days when they're going through depression, or they feel like there's no hope, or they're losing faith because they feel misunderstood. Do you have like words of advice for people who may be watching this channel that that could be potentially helpful?
Um, yeah, actually, it's something I used to say when I used to like be in the hospital and I was depressed about it. I used to tell myself like today I do and tomorrow I will.
Yes, sir. Love that. I love
Yeah,
that. Love that. Today I do, and tomorrow I will. I love that.
yeah.
Love that. Okay.
So
And then.
that used to help me a lot. And then you know, try to find something that could like that you could like imagine something. You know, something that take your mind off. Like I
Mm,
used to draw. I used to draw when I was in the hospital. I used to draw a lot.
yes.
That used to help me a lot. Or like
Yeah.
I used to color, or find something that express you.
Yeah, and there's
But
there's a there's a stu- there's things that show like when it comes to managing pain, that there's studies that show like that doing activities that distract you away from the pain actually relieves it. And you're talking about drawing, but I think something that you do even more and is going back to the music. The music
yeah,
distracts you from the pain.
yeah,
I don't understand the psychology of it, but I listen to music like all the time, and I know it's doing something for me. I don't know how, but it's distracting me from the pain. You said you're a John. When I was a kid, what else distracted me from the pain was I would just play video games. I would be playing video
yeah. That
games.
too.
The
Oh,
video games, man.
yeah.
The video games helped me
Man, I used
distract
to
me.
sit up in the hospital bed and like
Yup, yup. Me
all
too.
day, all night
Yup, me
long.
too, man.
Nurse,
Yup, me
the
too.
nurse used to come in there and be like, "Are you gonna go to bed?" I'm like, "Nah,
Yeah,
I'm good."
yep, yep, me too, man. So those are some things that make me distract the pain. But I'm glad you said that. I think everybody needs their own activities that helps them like kind of stop thinking about the pain and focus on something that they enjoy doing. And then my last question for you, Mr. Billionaire, is my last question for you is because I know you're into music and I'm really into music. Who are your favorite artists? Who are some of your favorite artists? Who do you find yourself listening to from day to day?
um, wow. Honestly, I really don't even have a favorite artist. But no, I take that back. I actually have few favorite artists. I actually have a lot of favorite artists. I say I love Michael Jackson.
Okay,
Uh, I like Tupac, Biggie Smalls.
okay.
Um, who else? I love Snoop Dogg. 50 Cent is also one of my favorite
Word
rappers.
there.
I like Mick Mills,
Okay,
uh,
okay.
Freeway, um, Young Dolph, um, Lil Wayne,
Wow, yeah, yeah.
uh, Prodigy.
Oh yeah, rest in
Uh,
peace to him. That was another
yes,
sickle cell warrior. Yeah,
yes, and T-Boz too.
yeah.
I actually like her.
Okay.
Um, who else? Ti.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just
Yeah,
yeah, I
so
know a lot
you
of
got
people.
a diversity. Yeah, man, trust me, man. I listen to so much music, I can go on and on forever too. So I get it,
Yeah,
man. But those are awesome some great artists, definitely some classic artists with a lot of hits. Yeah, man.
Yes.
So, yo, man, I really appreciate you taking the time to speak to me and people of the sickle cell community. And is there anything that you would like to share on your end, like any social media handles or any events or anything that you would like to share on your hand that, or maybe people may be interested in reaching out to you in the future?
Yes, yes, yes. Y'all can reach me on Instagram at DJ Babyface Billionaire. Once again, DJ Babyface Billionaire on Instagram. Um, if you're an artist, you could just tap in with me. I can get y'all played on the radio. Um, and I could play your songs in the club tonight. I'm actually about to get ready and go to the club and
All
DJ.
right. Okay, boss. All
Yes.
right, boss,
Yeah,
man.
I DJ a lot at the clubs every day of the week, pretty
Yeah,
much.
man. Yo, man, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, we'll have to tap into you, man, because I always joke, man, but I'm like, yo, if I could be a DJ one day, I'll definitely do it, man. So who knows?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. That's why I was saying like we gotta do something together. We gotta do an event together or
Yeah,
a vlog.
yeah, man.
I still got family. I got a lot of family members that stay out in Atlanta, so we can
Yeah,
hang
you,
out when
dude.
I be coming to Atlanta.
Dude, yeah, if you're ever down in Atlanta, like, yeah, I'm down to meet. We can do something, maybe like create some content. And if you can show me your DJing skills or show me something, I've been trying to learn how to DJ, man. So that would be cool, you know.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
man. Yeah.
definitely, definitely.
All right, boss,
Yeah,
man. But it was
man.
great speaking to you, and God bless you, man.
Yeah, God bless you too. Thank you, speaking to you too as well.
All right, boss.